Hey everybody, Dr. Jesse Morris here. Hey, today I want to teach you the exercise routine that I've been using to fix my knee pain. I've been having chronic knee pain for a couple of years now, and I've tried a whole bunch of different things. I've been getting it adjusted, I've been wearing a brace, I've tried CBD creams on it, and nothing seems to be really helping that much. So I thought I might need some specific exercises to stabilize my knee, and so I did what any reasonable person would do. I looked on YouTube. And sure enough, there's a ton of different knee exercise videos there. And so I picked out a few exercises that I thought would be a good fit, and been putting them together into a little routine. And sure enough, it's been really helping. I'm having a lot less pain. My knee feels more stable. So what I want to do is teach you each of the exercises, and then at the end, I'll tell you the specific number of reps that I've been doing and put together a little routine for you. So I hope it's helpful. Let's check it out. Okay, so the first exercise is just a basic knee circle. So the way this works is your feet together and knees go together, and then you take the knees and go through a just nice big circular motion. And the goal of this exercise is to lubricate the knee joint, get the muscles and the ligaments warmed up, and just take the knees through a nice safe range of motion. So feet are together, knees go in a nice big circle, both directions. And like I said, I'll take you through the specific reps at the end. All right, so the next exercise is called a Poliquin Step Up. And for this one, you're gonna need something to elevate your heel a couple of inches. You can either use a thin yoga block, you can use a book. If you're at a gym, you can use a barbell plate. And I'm gonna take you through a more simpler version and a more advanced version where you do it on a stair so you can get a little more range of motion. So the basic method is you put your object down. You're gonna put the heel of whatever knee you're working on up onto the yoga block or the plate, and you straighten the knee to start off, and then the other leg is gonna straighten out in front. And the basic exercise is taking your knee through flexion and extension, and the heel of the straight leg touches the ground out in front of the toes of the bending knee. So this is what the basic exercise looks like. Now, let's go over to the stair and I'll show you a more advanced version where you can get a little more range of motion through the knee. All right, so for a more advanced version, let me show you this on some stairs. I feel a little crunched in here, but let me show you how this works. So I've got the block up on a stair, and that's gonna allow me just to have a little more range as I'm bending, taking my knee through flexion and extension. So here's how it looks. With the Nevis doing the exercises, I step my heel up onto the block or the book or the plate, whatever you're gonna use, and straighten that leg all the way. The opposite leg straightens, and as I'm bending the working knee, I'm aiming for the heel of the straight leg to touch down basically in line with the toes of the bent knee. And so it looks like this, just taking it through simple flexion and extension, again with the heel elevated. And this more advanced version allows you to have a little more range of motion through the knee, which helps just work those muscles in a little bit of a deeper way. Okay, for our final exercise, I call it a kneeling knee bend. Here's how it looks. You start in a kneeling position, your toes are tucked under, the tops of your feet are flat on the floor, and you sit up nice and tall, and then basically lean yourself back, load some weight into the quads, and then sit yourself back up, okay? So leaning back, sitting back up. Now, one of the things you'll notice with this exercise is all the motion is happening in my knee and not my hip, okay? I'm trying to keep my thigh and my torso in one line as I lean back and sit myself back up. If I bend my knee and my hip, it looks like this, and then my glute ends up doing most of the work and the knee isn't getting worked effectively. So with this exercise, I recommend starting with a pretty small range of motion. Really start pretty small until your legs get warmed up, until your quads get stronger and you get more comfortable, that you can then start to extend into deeper and deeper ranges of motion. One of the things I noticed when I first started doing this exercise is I was getting a lot of popping and clicking in my knees. So one of the things I added in was taking a yoga block, putting it between the knees and giving a little squeeze onto that block while I go through the range of motion. Another thing you'll notice, I like to put my arms out in front as a little counterbalance, tends to feel better. So with that little bit of squeeze onto the block, I'm not getting any more popping and clicking, and I feel like this is really helping me strengthen and stabilize the knees. So those are the 3 exercises, and let me give you just a sense of the reps that I use. So I basically do 3 sets of 10 reps of each exercise. So I start off with 10 knee circles, 10 in one direction and 10 in the other, 10 Poliquin Step Ups on one leg, 10 Poliquin Step Ups on the other leg. I've started to do it on a stair, so I just get more range of motion. And then these kneeling knee bends with the block, squeezing onto the block, I do 10 sets of those, or 10 reps. And so 10 reps with each exercise, and I do that whole routine 3 times. So 3 sets of 10 reps of each exercise. It's been working great. I'm feeling like my knees are stronger than ever and getting a lot less pain. So if you have chronic knee pain, I definitely recommend trying it out. And then as you get more comfortable with these exercises, as you get more advanced, you can add reps, you can add weights to some of them, and I hope it helps. So thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing you soon.